Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanamma. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. 3 people killed after being hit by a tipper truck in Shankarapur, Kathmandu while they were sleeping inside a shelter. 25-year-old driver taken into custody for investigation. The special court convicts 3 individuals, including Digambar Jha, on charges of irregularities in the procurement of mobile device management system. 12 accused given a clean chit. Washington deems Arab plan for post-Gaza management inadequate, rejects the framework, saying it could lead Gaza back to a cycle of violence. And Manchester United held to a 1-1 draw by Real Sociedad in the first leg of round of 16. AZ Alkmaar upsets Tottenham Hotspur. Three people have died after being hit by a tipper in Salambutar of Shankarapur municipality, Kathmandu. According to the police, the victims were sleeping inside a shelter when a tipper struck them. The incident occurred at around 3:45 a.m. this morning when the tipper rammed into a corrugated iron shelter built by the conflict victims and disabled society. Among those injured in the incident were Akash, Suman and Harijan, who were immediately taken to Nepal Medical College, Attarkhel, for treatment. However, all 3 succumbed to their injuries during treatment. The police have taken the tipper driver, 25-year-old Sagar Majhi from Sindhupalchok, into custody for further investigation. At present, the conflict victims and disabled society shelter houses 61 residents, out of which 10 were sleeping in the shelter at the time of the incident. The special court has convicted 3 individuals, including Digambar Jha, on charges of irregularities in the procurement of mobile device management system (MDMS). A bench comprising judges Teknaran Kuwar, Ritendra Thapa and Bidur Koirala found Jha and 2 others guilty. The court sentenced Digambar Jha, Purushottam Khanal and 1 more individual to 1 year in prison along with a fine of 58 million rupees. Since Jha and Khanal held leadership positions in the organization, they were given an extra 1-month prison term. The third person convicted in the case is Muhammad Noor Khan. The Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority had filed a case at the special court in the Nepalese month of Chaitra in 2080 against 20 individuals, including former chair of Nepal Telecommunication Authority Jha, accusing them of irregularities in MDMS procurement process. The CIA alleged that the authority committed corruption by awarding the contract for MDMS, a system meant to deactivate smuggled mobile phones at more than double the estimated cost. Out of the 20 accused, 12 have been acquitted. Now, a Buddha Air aircraft from Janakpur made a safe landing at Kathmandu despite having missing a front wheel. According to airport's general manager, Jagannath Nirola, the aircraft, which was flying from Janakpur to Kathmandu yesterday afternoon, landed safely at Trivandrum International Airport with 1 of its 2 front wheels missing. He also mentioned that further investigation into the incident is ongoing. Buddha Air's spokesperson, Dipender Karn, informed that the aircraft has been handed over to technical team for inspection. Now, it has been understood that an aviation training institute by the name of Aviotrace Nepal School of Technology has been running illegally for 7 years. Students who completed 2-year courses and paid up to 1 million rupees discovered that their certificates are invalid in Nepal. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Education and CTVT are yet unaware of the institution's operations. The institute advertised courses in aircraft maintenance engineering, airline pilot training, cabin crew and ground handling with a 100% job guarantee as students enrolled based on these promises. However, after completing their courses, they found that the institution was not registered anywhere in Nepal.
उच्च शिक्षा सञ्चालन गर्ने निर्देशिका 2059 छ। त्यो अन्तर्गत अनुमति लिनुपर्छ र यसरी अनुमति नलिइकन सञ्चालन हुनु हुँदैन र यो हामीलाई जानकारीमा आयो। अब यस्तो अनुमति प्राप्त नगरेको यो एभिएटर्स नेपाल स्कुल अफ टेक्नोलोजीलाई आवश्यक प्रक्रिया पुर्याएर कारबाहीका लागि हामी कदम चाल्छौं।
Students claim that they were threatened when they demanded valid certification.
एभिएटर्स नेपाल भन्ने संस्थाले डिप्लोमा इन एयरक्राफ्ट मेन्टेनेन्स इन्जिनियरिङ भनेर एउटा उल्याएको थियो। अब जुन कुरामा चासो छ त्यो कुरामा बुझ्न जानलाई के बिग्रिन्छ र भनेर पटक पटक बुझ्न जाँदाखेरि उहाँहरूले काउन्सलिङ गर्दाखेरि अब हाम्रो प्रोफेसनल कोर्स हो, त्यसपछि हाम्रो कोर्स पढिसकेपछि तपाईहरुको यस्तो लाइसेन्स हुन्छ, तपाईहरुले सर्टिफाइड इन्जिनियरहरु हुनुहुन्छ, तपाईहरुले त्यो गरिसकेपछि यहाँबाट काम गर्न पाउनुहुन्छ, एयरक्राफ्टमा इन्जिनियरको रूपमा काम गर्न पाउनुहुन्छ भन्ने कुरा उहाँहरूले दिलासा दिएर त्यो कुरामा पत्याएर हामी त्यो कलेजमा पढ्न पुगेको हौं। न डिप्लोमाको भ्यालुएसन छ, न ब्याचलरको भ्यालुएसन छ, न त्यो सर्टिफिकेटलाई क्यानमा लगेर बुझाएर त्यो सर्टिफिकेटको आधारमा लाइसेन्स निकाल्न मिल्छ।
अब बाहिर यदि हामी त्यही पार्ट 147 एप्रुभ संस्थामा पढेको भए चाहिँ इयाजाले मान्यता दिएको एउटा संस्थामा पढेको भए चाहिँ हामीले कलेज पास आउट भएर 1 वर्ष मात्रै काम गर्दा चाहिँ हामीले एउटा क्याटेगोरी ए नामक लाइसेन्स पाउँथ्यौं। तर नेपालमा अब दर्तै नभएको इयाजाले पनि मान्यता फुल मान्यता नदिएको संस्थामा पढेपछि चाहिँ नेपालमा 5 वर्ष काम गर्नु पर्दो रहेछ भन्ने नयाँ कुरा थाहा भयो। अब नयाँ कुरा थाहा पायो। अब यो नियम कानुनहरू बाहिरको चेन्ज भइराखेको क्रममा चाहिँ अहिले इयाजाको नयाँ नियम अनुसार चाहिँ अब हामीले चाहिँ 1 वर्ष पहिला नेपालको 5 वर्षलाई उसले मान्थ्यो भने चाहिँ अब चाहिँ 1 वर्ष हामीले बाहिर युरोपबाट मान्यता प्राप्त कुनै संस्थामा काम अनिवार्य गर्नुपर्छ। त्यो नहुँदासम्म अब हाम्रो पढे मात्रै काम गरे बापत पनि लाइसेन्स हुँदैन। 1 वर्ष चाहिँ युरोप मान्यता स्तरको एउटा ठाउँमा चाहिँ काम गर्नु पर्यो। अब त्यो हामीले कहाँ खोज्न जानु?
When confronted, the institute's managing director Surendra Maharjan dismissed concerns boasting of political connections and claiming to be bigger than the authority.
मन्त्री यो चिनेको छु, नेता यो चिनेको छु, उ नेता चिनेको छु, यो नेता चिनेको छु, मलाई कुनै पनि फरक पर्दैन सर। पावर भनेको सबैसँग हुन्छ, सबैसँग हुन्छ है। पावर भनेको सबैसँग हुन्छ।
The management in recent time has changed its stance, now calling the institution a tuition center rather than a formal training institute to justify its non-registration. The government's move to pile pressure on Kulman Kissing, the managing director of Nepal Electricity Authority (NEA), has sparked political controversy. The Energy Ministry has issued a 3-day clarification notice questioning his action. The opposition, meanwhile, has alleged of political revenge, while the ruling party defends the decision.
Dispute between Ministry of Energy and Managing Director of Nepal Electricity Authority, Kulman Kissing, has once again escalated after Energy Minister Deepak Khadka accused Kissing of wrongfully declaring outstanding industrial dues as NEA's profit and ignoring ministerial directives.
आउन आम्दानी हुन्छ कि हुँदैन भन्ने विषय नाफा मानेर राजस्व तिर्न पाइन्छ कि पाइदैन यो मान्यज्यूहरूले भनिदिनु भए हुन्छ। यदि पाइन्छ भने यो आर्थिक लेखामा ज्ञान राख्ने मान्यज्यूहरूले अलि बढी जान्नुहुन्छ। त्यो के अपराध होइन?
Minister Khadka further claimed that India, not Kissing, should be credited for ending Nepal's load-shedding crisis, drawing strong opposition from lawmakers.
भारतबाट 450 मेगावाट विद्युत आयात गरेका थियौं। नेपालको आवश्यकता तत्कालीन अवस्थामा 425 मेगावाटको थियो। तत्कालीन समयमा लोड शेडिङ अन्त गरेको श्रेय भारतलाई जानुपर्छ।
Meanwhile, opposition lawmakers rejected allegations accusing the government of political retaliation and fabricating excuses to remove Kissing.
लिखित बन्यो, 9 पटकसम्म यस्ता विभिन्न प्रकारका लिखित अनुरोध गरियो। सुन्नुहुन्न, मान्नुहुन्न, यसलाई अर्को अर्थमा भन्यो भने टेर्नुहुन्न। विद्यार्थी यदि जाँचमै उपस्थित भएन भने उहाँले कति नम्बर प्राप्त गर्नुहुन्छ मलाई सोध्न मन छ।
देवत्वकरण गरेर उहाँलाई शीर्ष टाउकामै बोकेर हिँड्ने हो भने म प्रतिपक्षी दलसँग आग्रह गर्छु, सबै प्रतिपक्षी दलहरूको अध्यक्ष उहाँलाई नै बनाइदिनु। ढुक्क हुन्छ त्यति भएपछि।
भएको कुराहरू भन्न नसक्ने, आफूलाई रिस उठ्यो भन्दैमा, मन नपरेको मान्छे हो भन्दैमा, आफ्नो दलको प्रस्तावमा आफूले नियुक्ति गरेको मान्छे होइन भन्दैमा र अरू कोही कसैले ल्याउन चाहेको छ भन्दैमा जे पनि भन्ने र यो लोकलाई दुनियाँलाई यो हँसाउने काम एउटा मन्त्री जस्तो जिम्मेवार मान्छेले भन्न पाइँदैन।
मन्त्री जस्तो व्यक्तित्वले चाहिँ संसदलाई झुटा विवरण दिनु हुँदैन, गलत सुनाउनु हुँदैन र यहाँ चाहिँ सबै मूर्खहरू मात्रै बसेको छन् भन्ने ठान्नु हुँदैन भन्ने मलाई लाग्छ। कुलमान घिसिङ 8 वर्ष अगाडि कार्यकारी निर्देशक हुँदाखेरि नेपाल विद्युत प्राधिकरण 35 अरब घाटामा थियो। अहिले यो 8 वर्षमा 87 अरब कमाएर त्यो 35 अरब तिरेर 52 अरब खुद नाफामा छ संस्था।
Amid the political tug of war, the cabinet has officially demanded a clarification from Kissing within 3 days. His tenure ends in July, but the government is pushing for an early removal. The real reason analysts say is a long-standing rift between Kissing and UML leadership dating back to 2014, when the then Energy Minister Radhya Gyawali removed him as Chilime Hydropower's managing director. His growing public popularity after ending load shedding and Maoist centers' open support have further politicized his position. Last year, Kissing cut industrial power lines over unpaid dues, further straining relations with the government. His refusal to comply with ministerial transfers and directives only deepened the conflict. While the government and opposition continue the battle, the energy sector is certain to bear the brunt of his power struggle.
And moving on, all 6 metropolises in the country have banned businesses on sidewalks and street signs, which means vendors are not allowed to randomly place goods on the streets or sidewalks. However, there are many who secretly continue their business and are sometimes chased away or have their goods seized by the local police. Despite the demand from small businesses for open spaces to operate, authorities in major cities have failed to manage these spaces effectively. However, these same municipalities are generating millions from the goods seized from these vendors. In Kathmandu, sidewalk and street side vending is banned, but vendors continue to set up shop by bypassing municipal authorities. The municipality seizes the goods from these vendors, with perishable items being returned, while bicycles, carts and other equipment are auctioned. In the last fiscal year, Kathmandu collected 7.5 million Nepali rupees from such seizures. Meanwhile, Lalitpur Metropolitan City has designated specific times and areas for sidewalk vending. Vending is allowed from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on a 796-meter stretch between Lagankhel and Mangal Bazar, but all other areas and times are prohibited. Vendors in restricted areas face fines, with fines of 1,000 rupees for bicycle vendors and 2,000 rupees for cart vendors. In Biratnagar, vending on the street or sidewalks is also prohibited. Vendors caught in restricted areas face fines and the confiscation of their goods. Last year, Biratnagar collected 200,000 rupees in revenue from fines. Birganj has adopted a similar approach, issuing warnings and fines for sidewalk vending. Repeated offenders have their goods confiscated. Last year, Birganj raised nearly 2 million rupees through fines alone. Likewise, Pokhara has also cracked down on sidewalk vending, with fines being imposed for rule violations. Unpaid fines result in the auction of confiscated goods, raising nearly 350,000 rupees in the current fiscal year so far. Bharatpur allows sidewalk vending in designated areas after 7 p.m., collecting fines from those violating the rules. In the past 6 months, Bharatpur raised 309,000 rupees in fines. While these municipalities work to beautify and regulate their cities, they have yet to provide alternative spaces for small businesses to thrive. And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked in several provinces, how can an environment be created where urban spaces are well managed and small businesses also can thrive? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
स्थानीय तहले उचित व्यवस्था गरिदिनु पर्यो रोजगारी भन्ने अहिलेको त अब यो तालिम सालिम पनि भइराख्या हुन्छ नि
सरकारले कर छुट दिनु पर्यो कुनै सहुलियत दिनु पर्यो बजारलाई व्यवस्थित गरिदिनु पर्यो
केही नभएको सुकुम्बासी जस्तो त्यस्तो 2-4 वटा घर छ भने तिनीहरुको त्यतातिर लगेर तिनीहरुलाई त्यहाँ व्यवस्थापन गरेर तिनीहरुलाई पनि हल्का फुल्का घर घरेडी बनाइदिएर
बजारमा हजार किसिमका चाहिँ व्यापारीहरु हुन्छन् त्यसैले साना व्यापारी र ठूला व्यापारीहरुलाई आफ्नो ठाउँमा चाहिँ यथास्थान छुट्याइदिएर उनीहरुलाई चाहिँ त्यो क्षेत्र अधिकार भित्रमा चाहिँ काम गर्ने वातावरण सिर्जना गर्नु पर्यो
पिडितलाई पनि बचाउने जो एकदमै सुकुम्बासी छ त्यसको लागि चाहिँ गाउँपालिकाले चाहिँ व्यवस्था गर्नै पर्छ
स्थानीय निकायले साना व्यवसायहरुलाई एउटा निश्चित ठाउँ क्षेत्र तोकेर अनि तिनीहरुको व्यवसाय गर्न लगाउनु पर्यो
सबै बाटोहरुको यो एकदम क्लियर गर्नु पर्यो यहाँ जति यो सहरभित्रका बाटाहरूलाई क्लियर गरेर यसका बाटाका क्षेत्रहरू दिनु पर्यो।
सानो पसलको लागि सानै पसल व्यवसायलाई सानै कर, ठुलोलाई ठुलो त्यो किसिममा गर्न पर्यो।
व्यापारीले छुट नदिकन कसरी माल बेचिन्छ र गर्छन्? व्यापारी लिएर नै बजार बन्ने हो।
दुकानदारहरू हटाएर दोकानलाई हटाएर बरु अरू ठाउँमा तल व्यवस्थित गरिदियो।
सफा सुग्घर राखेर तिनीहरूले एक ठाउँमा व्यापारको जग्गा दिनु पर्यो।
साना व्यवसायहरूको लागि ब्याङ्कबाट यो जुन ऋण प्राप्तहरू गर्ने विधिलाई अलिकति सजिलो सरल बनाइदिनु पर्यो।
व्यापार चल्दैन भन्दाखेरि के छ भने सरसफाइ पनि गाह्रो छ, फोहोर उठ्दैन।
स्थानीय सरकारले नीति नियम ल्याउनु पर्यो अनि तिनलाई सानो कस्टले निश्चित एरियामा व्यवसाय गरेर खाने एउटा वातावरण बनाइदिनु पर्यो।
Business owners have called on the government to break the syndicate controlling the health tests for workers going abroad for foreign employment. They have raised concerns that health checks for foreign-bound workers are currently under the control of a limited group of individuals. At a press conference held in Kathmandu yesterday, members of the Nepal Medical Entrepreneurs Association stated that although 212 institutions have been granted licenses, 55 of them have created a monopoly with government collusion. The business owners have also demanded the implementation of recommendations provided by a committee formed under the leadership of Director General of the Department of Health Services. The Ministry of Labour, Employment and Social Security had previously formed a committee to regulate the health checkups of workers going abroad.
डाक्टर दिपेन्द्र रमण सिंहको संयोजकत्वमा बनेको 30 सदस्यीय समितिले दिएको प्रतिवेदनलाई हेर्ने हो भने उहाँले डिजिटलाइज गर्नुपर्ने प्रवृत्ति मैत्री बनाउनु पर्ने कुरामा हामीले जुन बायोमेट्रिकको सफ्टवेयरको कुराकानी गरेका छौं र गुणस्तरीय सुनिश्चितका कुराहरू गरेका छौं, त्यो चीज गर्यो भने अहिले हामीले भोगिरहेको व्यथिति अन्त्य हुन्छ र त्यसले यो स्वास्थ्य क्षेत्रको सुधार हुने कुरामा निश्चित हुन्छ।
Business owners say 32 health institutions are currently conducting medical tests for workers heading to Malaysia, while 19 institutions are carrying out health tests for those going to Gulf countries. The entrepreneurs have also suggested that workers going to countries like South Korea and Israel should be tested through registered institutions. There has been growing criticism from both the business owners and the government about the issue of fake medical reports being issued for workers. Despite a committee formed at the ministerial level offering recommendations for improvements, the Ministry of Labour has failed to implement them effectively. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, what should be done to break the syndicate in health tests of migrant workers? Your options are A, take action against middlemen, B, implement recommendations, and C, decentralize the service. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for international update. U.S. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce has said that President Donald Trump's administration has deemed the Arab plan for post-Gaza management inadequate. Spokesperson Bruce said at a regular press briefing at the State Department that the Arab plan was inadequate. However, she did not provide details on what the Arab plan did not include. She said the U.S. rejected the Arab plan's framework that would lead Gaza back to a cycle of violence. According to Times of Israel, Bruce also stressed that the Palestinian militant group Hamas could not exist in Gaza. Although the Arab plan envisions Gaza not being under Hamas's control, spokesperson Bruce alleged that the plan did not specifically address the military wing of the terrorist group. She also noted that the Arab plan did not meet the nature requested by Trump. However, she said that the U.S. welcomed the Arab efforts to address the issue. The U.S. has also expressed support for Israel's repeated blocking of trucks carrying humanitarian aid into Gaza. The Trump administration is discussing the Israeli hostages with Hamas and that this will benefit Israel, according to Bruce, citing Trump. Meanwhile, Abu Obaida, a spokesperson for the armed wing of Hamas, has warned that any Israeli military escalation against the Palestinians will increase the possibility of the hostages' death. He has made it clear that Israeli threats of war and blockade will affect the release of the hostages. Obaida has also made it clear that Hamas is ready for all possibilities from resuming the fighting. The first phase of the ceasefire between the two sides ended last Saturday, but the second phase of talks has not begun. Israel has closed all crossings into Gaza. Hamas has maintained its stance that it will not release the remaining hostages without beginning negotiations to end the war. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron has said that he had been approached by other leaders during the EU's defense summit in Brussels about his offer to extend French nuclear deterrence and hopes to see cooperations by the end of the first half of the ongoing year. Speaking during a news conference after the summit, he hit back at Russia after the Kremlin warned him not to threaten it with nuclear rhetoric and drew comparisons with Napoleon's failed conquest of Russia. Macron warned the French nation Russia was rearming quickly on the back of its invasion of Ukraine and could attack more countries if it was not firmly deterred, including with the French nuclear umbrella. European leaders present at the summit backed plans to spend more on defense and continue to stand by Ukraine in a world upended by President Donald Trump's reversal of U.S. policies. The French president welcomed what he called a profound strategic awakening of European leaders and pleaded for common loans to finance the development of a strong European defense industrial base. The summit took place amid fears that Russia, emboldened by its war in Ukraine, may attack an EU country next and that Europe can no longer rely on the US to come to its aid. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.